People, I don't know what happened to my internet. It's like almost like somebody attacked me. So I'm gonna chill. Golly, it just went like all of a sudden. I wait, hope some more people pop back in. Man, I had a nice little. It was flowing pretty smoothly too until what people started tripping on me. What's going on, good people? Hey man, I don't know what happened. I couldn't even tell you what happened. All I know, my internet went down, and then now it's starting to pop back up. Oh man, listen. Oh man, listen. Gorilla Tactics sent a message. I just seen it. Oh man, it's so funny. Oh man, that is funny. Gorilla Tactics says heavy rain came early and told Gaming Dad to get an early start on that gaming he held planned tomorrow. Oh man, listen, that's crazy. We found my little wheel. All right, the wheel's still going good. Man, I don't know what happened. Good people, man. If you're in the chat right now, man, let's let me know you're in the chat. I see 2 people watching, 3 people back on the scene. Man, I don't know what happened. I'm telling you, man. Listen, that's the first time that's ever happened. Hey, usually my stream is running pretty smooth, and then like everything like just crashed on me, and then I had to like, but it's everything on my Wi-Fi. So I switched back over to my hard line, and man, listen, I don't know what happened, man, but everything like the whole everything shut down. So it wasn't just something like, hey, your boy was just messing around with, but it just happened. But it is what it is, man. Like I said, it is what it is, and I hope everything kind of like got back right. Sir Dan Dude is back. So with my band Binge, yeah, man, I don't know what happened, man. Well, anyway, man, I'm gonna rock it with whoever's left. You know what? See, yes, and everything working good. Now, but if I find out that one of my kids did something, boy, I'm gonna come back, boy. It's gonna be ugly. U.S. MPD, I hate that because we had nice little people in the stream, but what do you do, man? Skyward Sword HD #1, Nintendo Switch #1 for units sold, PS5 #1 for revenues. Of course, they should be. I think competition is good, man. I'm glad that that other companies is making money like they should. Video game industry tracking firm, the NPD Group, has revealed the best-selling video games in the United States for the month of July 2021. The best-selling video games during July was the entertaining remaster of The Legend of Zelda: Skyward Sword, and it was followed up by the latest Call of Duty, Call of Duty Black Ops and Call of Duty War. The PlayStation 5 was the most successful console regarding dollar sales, while the Nintendo Switch shifted the most units. Game Beats report that it was the best July for video games and hardware since 2008. That's saying something because 2008 was crazy. Gorilla Tactics, man, you so funny, man. You so funny, man. You know what? Listen, so when things started coming back, the first thing come up is your comment. I looked at the video, and man, listen, it was just all you do is laugh. Like, what do you do? The world's telling you to go ahead and get head started. Yeah, that's. Oh man, I probably should, man. I probably should, but I got some work to do, man. I got to do some notes from my other job and get those kind of chimed in and set up, and I got a couple other things I need to kind of get done, but it is what it is. But hopefully, if I stay up tonight, if I can get those done, if I can, I got a video I recorded, so I got to do some editing for that. I got some pictures I need to, do some editing for those so I can get them out to these clients. So, man, I'm all over the place, buddy. Too much, man. I'm doing too much. But I like it, though. I like everything I'm doing. I like it. All right. Oh, see, I hate that. See, if I had it wouldn't look this stupid. Let's say, all right, so these are the top 10 games for the MPD. Of course, Legend of Zelda, Skyward Sword. But, man, listen, I say this all the time, but, man, look at number 4 and number 5, man. Mario Kart 8, man. We're not getting Mario Kart 9, man. We're not, man. That's right, man. Biz, appreciate you, man. Smash that like button, please. But, yeah, we're not getting Mario Kart 9 no time soon, man. Because the Mario Kart 8, man, keeps selling the way it's selling, man. I'm telling you, we're going to find out, man, that at the end of this year, they're going to like, Mario Kart 8 sold another 10 million copies. Because last year, man, it sold 10 million copies, and it came out in 2017. That tell you something. I tell you something, man. You know what? Mario Kart 8 is just a phenomenal game, man. I just don't. My question is like, man, what else could they do to really improve that experience? Because that experience is so legit. They really don't have to make a 9. They can really hold that 9 and say, you know what, we'll drop it on the next system. Because this one's going to continue to sell. They can drop that 9 and say, all right, listen, it's backwards compatible. You get enhancements on a new one, and you can play it on the old one. It's gonna sell like gangbusters. Anybody in here picked up the Monster Hunter 2 stories? I'm not a fan of turn based. But I mean, it's selling super. I mean, I'm super happy for Capcom. One of the big reasons why I'm happy for Capcom, because they really invested their time in the Switch, and they brought out a lot of good games. In times where we didn't have games that was really coming legit. I would tell you, man, that first month of the Switch was tight. I had Snipper Clips and Bomberman and Legend of Zelda. But you know what? What got played the most? Legend of Zelda. And then once I got Mario Kart, then it was good. And then we got Splatoon, and then it was all she wrote then. All right, so that's at number 6. Mario Golf Super Rush. Miles Morales. I believe that Miles Morales will probably be number 1 again before it's all said and done. Especially they can roll out more PS5s. But number 10, Smash Brothers Ultimate. That's saying something, man. Nintendo, man, listen. When other YouTubers talk about the Switch effect, that's a legit effect, man. That's legit. Yeah, so I know they got this big thing going on with Sean GT85. I know they got this thing going on with him about him. He don't believe that Metroid is going to sell 3 million. And man, in the first year, I think he gonna lose that bet, man. Because Nintendo's marketing it so well, and they're marketing with this OLED Switch, and best believe that marketing is going to turn. It's going to ramp up to the holiday season. It's going to sell, man. And he should have probably made that bet. Anytime, man, you look at Mario Party. I'm trying to think of some other games that was like, that probably shouldn't have sold to what they sold, but you put that on the Switch, you're like, man, you got, Metroid is gonna sell, man. It's gonna sell. It's gonna hit that 3 million mark. SOC says only 3 things that would definitely happen: 1, taxes; 2, Mario Kart on top of the sales; 3, Call of Duty on top of the sales. Yeah. You could never go wrong. I like the fact that that Smash came in the top 10. Once again, a game that came out years ago is charting in the top 10. And so I don't know if I have an article for that, but listen, I talked about it in my title, man, but think about Nintendo in Japan. And what they're doing over in Japan is crazy. I want to speak about it because for them to go 30 for 30 The top 30 games in Japan are all Switch games. Says something phenomenal. There is no way as a company that PlayStation sits back and not take advantage of this. Whenever the Steam Deck gets released, it's going to sell over in Japan as well now. People need to watch that. It's going to sell in Japan. If they figured out some way to get that PlayStation 5 on a portable scene or close to it, it would sell. If they did a PS4 portable version, it would sell. It would sell like hotcakes over there. That's why I don't understand what Nintendo is doing. Oh, Gaming Dad, you had a title from a stream from a while ago. Yeah, because I just, you know what happens is that I went, when I originally did the video, I did, you know, my video stream, when I originally did the video, when I hit the stream button again, it just streamed it from what you call it, Ecamm. And so Fat Boy David, what up, Fat Boy David? Appreciate you coming through, man. And so like I was saying, but I usually stream from Restream, and Restream I set everything up early, so when it crashed on me, I couldn't get back into it really quick. Don't know anything about PCs. I know a little bit. You know, I said, do I own a gaming PC? I don't own a gaming PC, but you know, I've built them before in my past, so I know enough to make it happen. Hey, Fat Boy David, you know what? Listen, man, I do a giveaway every week, and by you chiming in tonight on our stream, you have just entered to win a $10 eShop card. Fat Boy. That's 2 O's. I'm Fat Boy. You just entered to win, so I got you on the stream. Let me make sure I got everybody else. Anybody else new? All right. Let me get back. All right, there. All right. Yeah, so I'm definitely impressed with someone trying to buy a PC. Are you trying to? I would. It's Best Buy, if you could look it up and tell me if it's any good. Yeah, you know what? I would do that. I have to trying to think how you can get that information to me, because I don't know what PC you look at on Best Buy. You know the name of it, by you know what the key is. You know what, you just want to make sure it has enough RAM. It's an iBuy Power. I don't know. I think when you're looking at it, you got to make sure. Just because it's not $1,000 doesn't mean it's the best one. Just make sure you get enough RAM. The key is I wouldn't buy anything that had less than 16 gigabytes of RAM. By you doing PC games, and some of them you're gonna be downloading, you probably want a nice size hard drive, preferably something with an SSD. i7 is pretty good to start with. What's the video card is a great question, Ben. But it's like 1,300. The key, I wouldn't do i5. I would definitely do i7 and above. That's a great question. Mr. TH, what's going on with you? Modern Warfare on the Switch. It probably will not happen this year. However, anything is possible, especially if Grand Theft Auto Remastered comes to the Switch. But I would tell you, if you have a Switch right now, a good replacement. It ain't quite COD, but it's damn close. It's Warface, and it's free. It is free, and it's legit. And then, you know what? The community is strong. If you want that itch on the Switch, and you just like COD, I would tell you right now, pick up Warface. It's free. It is free, and I mean it's legit. It's like you don't have to go in and be like, oh man, I gotta buy all the, I gotta do all this DLC crap. You don't know. You can just go in there and play and get into it. Yeah, Warface. I thought Warfare, but no, man, it's not. I mean, you can buy certain guns, true enough, but you know the gameplay at its core, it's you can go in there and play deathmatch and have at it. Oh, no, it's I can't listen. I won't guarantee people not playing. They're not paying money to get better weapons and stuff, but you can still. Fat boy David. Hey, listen, this right here. I would say no. I'm gonna tell you right off the back. Um, the one to 240 SSD is too small. You gonna need something bigger than that. Um, that is my personal opinion. There's 4 gigs on the graphics card. To me, it's still too small. I would want it to be 8 gigs. I wouldn't go anything less than 16 gigabytes. This 8 gigabytes is not gonna do it. You're gonna be mad, and certain games it's not gonna run. That is my opinion. He's doing a pre-build, so whatever PC he is buying, you can bet they up the price if it includes the 3,000. Yeah, yeah, I agree. Totally agree. Um, Says I was going to upgrade it. Um, you know what? If you and then if you're gonna upgrade it, I wouldn't. You're probably just better off. You know what I'm saying? Finding a place and have a PC built, unless you just want a gaming laptop. If you can find a place that especially has, saying the graphics you want, you probably better off to go get that bad boy built. You might come out a little bit cheaper. Yeah, because I am considering getting a PC. I don't have a place to put it. So right now, because I'm really Mac heavy, only because, I do a lot more other things than just, I'm a console gamer, but I'm thinking about getting a PC. But I don't got to want to put it. I got a big old Mac right here in front of me that I use for photography and for video editing. And so it's just not my. Yeah, see, all right. I agree with Ben's statement here. He said, my son's laptop has a GTX 1650. I think, that's. He said, no. He said, okay. Ben says, no, building it is more expensive nowadays. Yeah, okay. Okay, what Ben's saying is correct. To build it, like, to go buy all the pieces yourself, I think it's definitely way more expensive. But you'll find out some of these places that build a computer, you can probably get one built that's legit, and it will be a little bit less expensive. I know I got a good friend of mine who's doing video work for a company, and they have pretty good pricing. Fatboy Dave says, I want an Xbox Series X at first, but it's all sold out. Yeah, man. Listen, I had a friend of mine, man, who recently, man, she broke down and she got one for her son, but she paid the scalper price, man. I think she paid like $800. Do I think it's worth it right now? I think long term, Xbox Series X is gonna be solid. I love the quick resume. It's probably the best feature. I mean, that is a phenomenal feature, man. I just love that. Going back from having long load times to I can just cut that bad boy on and get right into the game within seconds. You just can't beat it, man. Let me go back. I know there's some comments I probably missed. Oh, man, Mr. THP, let me get you on our or chimed in on our board, man. By you chiming in tonight, you have put yourself in a position to win a Nintendo eShop card. Just don't forget, man, to hit that like button, man. I would appreciate you. I got Fat Boy Dave on there. SOC. It's a gaming dad. You should get a Shadow PC. It's a high-end PC in the cloud. It's $15 a month, and it's really good for the price. A Shadow PC. Oh, that's what I've heard of that. I might have to look into that. $15 a month ain't nothing. Well, it is something. You do the math. It's like a little over $150 a year. I might. All right. There. I might look into that. Right. I understand his hustle. I do really do. But come on, man, leave some leave some of the stock for the people that really want to play on Xbox. I agree, man. Listen, Xbox. You know, I'm a fan. I've always been a fan since the very first Xbox. Even though I jumped on the first Xbox kind of late. Yeah, man. Listen, I don't know what happened, man. It just crashed on me, man. But it was my internet. The whole internet in the house. I heard my son going there like, "What's going on?" uh, yeah, SOC. Explain explain what's the Shadow PC. He said, "Never mind. They changed their prices to $30 a month." Oh yeah, that's kind of high. That's like a cell phone bill. Yeah, Shadow PCs is like it's just like xCloud. You know, just imagine having xCloud. You know, all the heavy lifting from the PC standpoint is done on the cloud end. You just got to have a good internet source to kind of be able to stream that PC experience to your whatever setup you got. You know, Mac, whatever. And they typically do it some form of browser or app. But it's legit though. I mean, I've watched some videos on it. I just never priced one. I know of the technology. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I never heard of Shadow PC before. Yep. See, SOC says, Ben, basically you install Shadow software on your current PC and you stream it. And stream a high end gaming PC to your PC. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. Like for instance, with xCloud is currently being ran on hundreds of Xbox Series X's. So you're getting all that performance from the Xbox Series X being ran on your xCloud. Now, if your internet is legit, you should have a great experience. But if your internet ain't that good, you're not gonna have a good experience. Yeah. So, it's pretty much a cloud-based PC, pretty much. Listen, and that is in a nutshell the issue I have with cloud gaming. When the internet goes out, buddy, it's like you gotta sit around there. And listen, and you know what? And the next statement from Gorilla Tactics is correct. That's where the Switch OLED comes in. It comes right on in and say, hey, that's why I love my Switch, man. Things go wrong. If I don't need to connect to the internet, bet let's do this. If I just gotta connect to the internet, that's when I don't like, like the Xbox and the PS5, because you already got to connect. You got to be connected to the internet. You can't just go in there and just have a good time. I want to be just like the old school days where, you know what, I bought a Game Boy, I put the cartridge in, let's have it. If I got Game Boy Advance, I put a cartridge in it, I keep playing. I have been slowly but surely, every now and then, I've been buying retro stuff. I got me a custom Game Boy Advance made last year. I think this year I'm gonna give me a custom Game Boy SP made. I just like them kind of systems. I'm a big fan. I love Game Boy Advance. I think it next to probably the Switch is probably one of my favorite handhelds. It has some of the dopest, some of the best platformers, some of the best Metroidvanias you can ever play. Castlevania on the GBA is phenomenal. So I'm slowly building up my catalog because I want them things to kind of continue to thrive. Oh man, listen, your best bet, Fat Boy Dave. This is a legit. If I were you, if you have Twitter, you should follow Wario64. Wario, just like the character of Mario 64. He gets that information and he tweets it out like boom, immediate. He will. And it's a couple other sites. I would definitely have my Twitter and my alerts on that say, hey, they let you know when they're dropping. I know for sure, like of last week, excuse me, Walmart had some Xboxes and PS5, and it's probably as you get closer to Christmas, you're gonna have these issues that more stores are gonna start releasing more product. I know when I start back working for GameStop at the end. I believe it's at the end of next month. And so as I know we're getting stuff, I'm gonna let you guys know immediately. Via Twitter. If you're not on Twitter, follow me on Twitter at gaming_dad3. Because as soon as I find out something in my job, I'm gonna tweet it out. Hey, GameStop is getting stuff in. Be on the lookout. So you'll at least know from that standpoint. But it is what it is. I heard about him a lot, but I think those are like online only. I'm trying to get, yeah. So but what he does also for Wario, he say if when he finds out stuff that stores are getting stocks in, he also posts that information. So it's not just for online, but with Wario, he do that stuff too. All right, good people. I'm glad saying the chat is starting to get back. Um, Usually, for those of you who are new, I usually don't do the news from here. I used to do it from my iPad, but I updated my computer, man, and everything. Yeah, everything's been going to. It's been bad. All right, we talked about Pokemon, and let's talk about GameStop. GameStop reveals the top 10 Nintendo Switch pre-orders, and you know what's number one? Metroid Dread. I mean, this I'm looking at this right here, man. I don't see. Hold on, let me make sure. It might be just Nintendo Switch. Let's see. Yeah, this is okay. This is strictly Nintendo Switch pre-orders for GameStop. What's going on, Winston? Winston Bishop in the building. Let me hold on while I'm thinking about you. Let me get you on this board real quick, Winston. All right, got you. You on the wheel. Your boy give out a free Nintendo eShop card at the end of each stream, and by you chiming in and saying "Sup, y'all," you had just jumped in, my brother. Just like Fat Boy Dave. Let me get out here real quick. Winston says, "I can't wait for that one. I have never beat any Metroid." Oh man, I would tell you if you got a Switch, Winston, this is what you do. Legit, I'm for real. You go back if you get the online Nintendo online account. You good. Go on the Super Nintendo. Go on the app for Nintendo Online. Click on that Super Nintendo, man, and you find yourself Metroid, Super Metroid for the Super Nintendo, and play that. You'll thank me later. I mean, that game is phenomenal, and that kind of give you an idea of kind of what you're dealing with Metroid. But yeah, I cannot wait to Metroid Dread. It looks so good, and if you got a 3DS rather, go play Metroid Returns. It's just as good, but I think this one's gonna look 10 times better, especially on that OLED. But yeah, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shiny Pearl double pack. Golly, $100 off the muscle. No, matter of fact, I think that might be 120. Yeah, I'm in the middle of Super Metroid now. It's so good, man. So good, man. That Super Metroid is probably, man. That's between that and Fusion. Fusion is good too. If you can, I don't know if some of y'all got a Wii or you got your old Game Boy Advance. If you can track that cartridge down, but man, Fusion is good too, man. Fusion is good. Fusion. If I had to rank them in order right now, it would be Super Metroid, Fusion, the remake to Metroid Returns, and Zero Missions. Those would be my top four. So, but back to this top five, I'm excited for Mario Party Superstars, man, because I know like I'm not gonna play it right away. It's gonna be one of the games I pick up for my kids. Somebody I get it for Christmas, and we're gonna be playing that Christmas Day. I just like I already know. I just got this plan. I know what we're playing Christmas Day, and that's gonna be one of them for sure. Said laugh out loud. Salmon needs needs love. Zelda always gets shout outs and remasters. Facts. Facts. I totally agree, man. They always, they show Zelda and Mario mad love, man. I wish they would remaster something legit for Dread. That's why I really really hope, like, Metroid Prime 4 or even Metroid Prime Trilogy is like, trilogy is already good, but I just hope when they really bring it out, they do some quality of life improvements that make the game even more enjoyable on the Switch. So I think this next year is gonna be really phenomenal for Metroid, man. I think Metroid Dread is just the start. But we look at these top 10 pre-order games for GameStop, man. I was kind of shocked that Advance Wars 1 and 2 was like so low, but you know what? I think they waited too long for that to bring that game back out. I mean, they should have been rebooted that while people that played it was still like heavy into gaming. Shin Megami Tensei 5 was announced before the launch of the Switch. I'm glad that game is finally coming out. I did pre-order WarioWare, Get It Together. I just always been a fan of WarioWare because some of the mini games are just funny, and that's me. I'm a laughable guy, like laughing. Sonic Colors look good. I just want to see it play on the Switch and how well it runs on the Switch. I know for sure that'll be on some of my kids' Christmas list. Maybe Nintendo will give us a Metroid collection next year. The question will be Guerrilla Tactics. What games do they put in that collection? What games would you be like, all right, I'll definitely pick this up? That would be dope. Just imagine they said they did like a 2-pack collection later on with Metroid Dread and what's the other Metroid, Metroid Returns. They put both of those at the 3DS version. That would be dope. That would be dope. That'd be a dope collection. Or even if they put all like they put Zero Missions, and Fusion, and Super Metroid into a collection at its current state, and and sold that. They can sell that for like $40 or $50, even $60. I would probably pay for that collection, and I think that would be dope too. Dang, 3 Pokemon games ain't gotten that much. Listen, the question is gonna be, right, with the Pokemon games, it's like, I ain't gonna lie to you, I probably will skip. Even though, like, I bought Pokemon Shield, I played it a little bit, didn't play it for very long. I bought the I think I bought my kids Let's Go. I'm glad I didn't buy it for myself. But I'm not picking up Brilliant Diamond. I might buy one for my kids, but I'm not picking it up this year. But I tell you one thing, I am picking up the Legend of Pokemon Legends Arceus. And speaking of that, their showcase is Wednesday on the 18th, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how that turns out. Cause I think I just want to see if they improve the gameplay and graphics and frame rate. If they did a pretty good job with that, just to get me more excited for that game to drop. That drops early 2022. Right after Christmas. You got something to look forward to. So, you know what? I have not played Pokemon Unite, but I'm excited because more and more of my friends and more other YouTubers are excited about playing it. Because first, it was I thought everybody said it was a good, fun game. Geeky. I don't know if Geeky was on here earlier, and Geeky was like, I know she said she loved playing it. I'm not a big fan of play to win. I'm not gonna pay. If it's free, it's free. I'm not gonna put extra into it. But I heard the game is good enough that hey, I need to get into it. So I haven't got into it yet, so I won't make a comment either way if I think it's good or not. I just know a lot of my friends who were also down on games that have that mechanic, that predatorial, you gotta pay to win kind of setup, are also having fun with the game. So I'm definitely gonna start to get into it. I think it'd be a great game to stream too. All right. Let's see. So yes, let me get out of here. I hate that my iPad is not acting right. That is, it just irks me. And it's the bad part about it is if it would work, then I can have a bigger screen to deal with. But it is what it is. Let me get out of here. Oh, they want to do that. All right. Talked about GameStop, Pokemon. God almighty, man. Xbox boss pours water on Game Pass Switch, saying no plans to bring the service to a closed platform right now. And I don't think it's going to happen. I really don't. I really do not think that Game Pass will come to the Switch or PS5. Because think about it, man. Listen, they're direct competitors. You know, if anybody I felt like it would be close to would be the Switch. But it didn't make a lot of sense for Switch unless they can kind of add something on the price. Now, if they say, hey, for you to play Game Pass on the Switch, you got to pay an extra $5 a month, or or you got to pay an extra $10 a year, then it might work for the Switch. Cause like, listen, we making money extra every year because you want Game Pass. Now that would be something unique if they can be able to add that app. You're going to pay an extra $10 a year. People would pay that. People would pay that. If you just wanted the app to be able to play your Game Pass games on your Switch, would you pay $30 a year compared to $20 a year? You would pay that $30. I would pay it hand over fist. Right now, I would pay it. And Nintendo would make another gangs of money just to have that extra premium service. And I think once again, I think that's a way Nintendo can just continue to build and have more money. It would be a win-win for both companies. Shoot, to be honest, I would pay an extra $20 a year if Nintendo came and said, "All right, listen, if they say right now, hey, $50 a year, we're gonna give you Game Boy Advance games, Nintendo 64 games, and the ability to play your Game Pass games on your Switch." Who in here doesn't pay the extra $30 a year? If it went from 20 to 50, you would pay that. Hands down, you would pay that. And if you say you wouldn't, you're lying. Hey, listen, Winston, man, I totally agree with you. I totally agree on both fronts. By you saying, hey, we need that Nintendo Game Pass, facts, and Nintendo don't be thinking though. That's mad passive income. You listen, it's hand over fist. Hand over fist, they would make so much money, and that's all they would have to do. Shoot, they could charge $60, and people would pay that. Cause it's people right like who in here don't pay? Like I know for sure. Like if you smart, let me get this. If you smart, you are paying. You are buying your PlayStation online every Thanksgiving, cause every Black Friday they settle for $45. You'd be a fool to pay the whole $60, but you can get $15 off. That's why I just renew mine every Thanksgiving. But Nintendo would do if Nintendo would do that. Oh, rather say he would. Oh man, you crazy on that one. I gotta disagree with you totally on that one because I would do it. Let's see. Let me make sure that my output video. I gotta check some things because sometimes, man, you listen. You. Oh no, everything look good. I don't know why it lowered my. I wonder what I look like. Let me hop on to my. All right, let's see. I want to check something real quick. All right. I just wanted to check because it was my computer be acting funny, and ever since my internet went down, it's been tripping. All right, Gorilla Tactic says plans always change. Yeah, they're competi- they I guess they're in competition, but Nintendo and Microsoft have different business models with gaming. Nintendo sells products, Microsoft sells services. Agreed. Agreed. And I think the biggest takeaway from your statement is that plans always change. That's why you don't dig too deep into it. I just know right now, like yeah, you know what. And I think what Phil did was more of a power move than like a true like okay, I'm gonna cut it off because he kind of like listen, don't take the pressure off me. You know it's on them. If you really want these services, pressure them to make it happen. I mean I like Phil's position on that. So you know what? That's what I would do. I'll just put the pressure on them and say, hey, you know what? We like this is a service that we need. Like hold on, let me go to YT's. He said, what? Bezos said, a stormtrooper doom, whatever you want to call him. He said he wouldn't. What? Man, crazy. These games are so expensive, man. Trust me, $100 a year a year is even a good deal. Yeah. I don't know if I'll pay $100 a year, but I would definitely pay the 50 or 60 for sure. If you're gonna give me access to a Nintendo 64 and Game Boy Advance. If I got an option to be able to play those games on the go, just by clicking on a button, downloading them, and keep listen, it's a win-win, man. Win-win, all the way around. Let's win. Um, Sorry, man. Come on, I got it right. All right. So let's see what's it. Nintendo Online barely has perks. Now listen, don't get me wrong, man. It's $20 a year, allows you to play online, and I think the Super Nintendo and NES games are good. I just wish they had some of my favorites like Mike Tyson's Punch Out on that bad boy. Love Mike Tyson's Punch Out. And some other games that I wish that was on there as well. But yeah, you're right. I mean, but it's only $20 though. That's it. Yeah, I mean, what's $20? I mean, matter of fact, I do the family plan. So for all my kids to play, it's like $35 a month. I mean, a year rather. I could do that. Xbox will be streaming only, not what I got on my Switch for. Or not what I got on my Switch for. Yeah, I mean, granted, but if you had an option on that OLED Switch to be able to, play some of these other games, you know what, you would take advantage of that. Like you can tell me that you say, man, you got an option to play Halo or Gears via the cloud on your Switch with controls that you wouldn't take advantage of that. I would. Hands down, I would. I mean, of course, listen, I bought my Switch because it wouldn't be just for that. That'd be something else added on. Just like, hey, I don't watch no kind of media. Like I don't use YouTube or Hulu or no video game sites or Funimation, none of that stuff on my Switch because I buy the game. So I get that standpoint. But it still is nice to have, like just in case. Like I think Netflix is nothing I needed, but it would be nice to have. And that's how I feel about the same thing with Game Pass. I think it would be nice to have. So I feel you on the Xbox side, but for the Nintendo only community, it's a great deal. Yeah, I think that's my thing. It's like it's still a great add on to add value to their services. Yeah, Game Pass will be streaming only. Switch streaming only Switch, but for gaming at home, you really pay. See, you will really pay $500 for an Xbox over whatever the price of a Game Pass. You know what? When I worked at GameStop last year, I would get people all the time, and I still get people who would say, "Hey, man, what's the best bargain?" And I would tell you the best value in gaming is getting Game Pass and the Xbox Series S. Even though I like my X, but the best value, hands down, if you just want to just be able to get you a box and get in the gaming real quick, I mean, get yourself an S and get Game Pass Ultimate, and you know what, you have access to all these games. You know, it's just it's an easy one for me to be able to recommend. Sir Dandu, I can't. I tried to see a Thieves, man. I just was not feeling it. I'm sorry, my brother. Yeah, the internet plays a big part, I think, in your decisions. If you know you stay in a crappy area with crappy internet, I would definitely stay away from all that stuff. Get you a Switch and call it a day. To be honest, you know, I would get a Switch. If I stayed someplace where the internet was cheeky, I would get me a Switch and just become a gamer that I would just game on my own time and things of that nature. So I love Sea of Thieves so much. I tried it, Sir Dandu. I did. I really did. I solely deleted it. So I love my S and Game Pass, but Game Pass Ultimate give me the option to stream on my Xbox games on Switch though. Yeah, that Series S wouldn't be in my house. Yeah, I agree. It'd be almost like, you know what? Why would you need it? But I would tell you why you would keep the S, because of, you know, depending on the TV, you know what I'm saying, it's probably gonna look better coming out the S than it will come out the Switch on the TV. But I mean, just to have that handheld to be able to walk around the house. Just imagine that's the reason why the Steam Deck is such an enticing piece of hardware, is that it's certain games that I've always dreamed of, you know, being able to play around the house. And Halo and Gears is just, you know, just two games off the top of my head that I would just love to be able to walk around and play. You know what? Um, you know what? I hope Mass Effect, the remastered trilogy. I pray that comes to the Switch, especially if Mass Effect, the third one, if the third one came to the Wii U, I don't understand why this remaster doesn't come to the Switch. But my hands is, you know, I'm praying that it does. All right, let's get up out of here. You know what? I think I got this article. Nintendo, boy, Nintendo is not playing around, man. Don't host any sites selling their rounds, man. They are coming for you. Or they at least making an example out. They make an example out of this guy right here. They was like, man, listen, this guy here, buddy. All he had to do was pay $50 a month, but you know he been sipping on that. They sued him for $2.1 million, and he got to pay $50 a month, probably for the rest of his life. You know what? Nintendo did this to be petty. This was like a beat down. You know how you've seen a fight where somebody get like smacked in their forehead. Nintendo beat this dude down and smacked him in his forehead. But I would tell you, listen, because I'm a stockholder and I own a lot of shares of Nintendo. I like this move. And, you know, it puts everybody else on notice. You know, like, you can sell out ROMs if you want to, but don't get caught. Don't get caught with your pants down. Could cost you $2.1 million. You know what? Then your lawyer gang got to be good. So, you know what? Think about it. He got paid $2.1 million plus lawyer fees. God almighty. All right, so in this later injunction because you know they already sued this guy, and Nintendo was like, "Listen, the judge ordered Storman to file a declaration with the court that he has complied. He has to comply by August 20th. If he doesn't do these things, so he got to destroy all his ROMs, physically destroy them. So if he don't do all these things by August 20th, you know what I'm saying, it could be even more penalties. So that's crazy, man. Listen, I love when Nintendo go gangster, especially when, you know, they have the right to go gangster. And I feel like I don't have no sympathy for this guy. I don't. It's like man, you already knew what you was doing when you in. Like I don't like even though sometimes when drug dealers get caught up, like I really don't feel no sympathy for you because you knew what it was when you got into it. Yeah, so I think we talked about it earlier. Darksiders 3 coming to Nintendo Switch in September with all the DLC. Darksiders 3, which was originally released on the PS4. Let's see how. Okay, so Unleash the Fury on the go. Darksiders 3 is coming to Nintendo Switch on September 30th for both DLC. But I think this game is not coming out physically. I think this is only digital, which I don't like. So I don't know if I get it on day one. I might wait around and hope that places like limited games, limited run games, will put out a physical version. If it goes physical, then I'll pick it up. The other two Darksiders was physical versions of it. So if it does go physical, I'll probably jump on it. A jam on it. Okay, we got some. Let's see what we got. To be honest, third party would dry up on the Switch if Game Pass comes to the Switch. Great point, man. Especially games from Bethesda that do very, very well on the Switch. Yeah, you know what? Game Pass is a great value, but Game Pass shares the same kind of, how can I say it, anti-gamer establishment that I don't like because it's still based in a digital world. And none of the games that you get to play, you kind of just like almost like renting them. You don't get to keep them and own them and be able to share in that experience and trade them and, and get some money back for them or something to somebody else. You can't do that. Okay, you can't sell your Game Pass subscription. So yeah, I agree. That's a great statement. Probably, but can you honestly say you bought a Switch to play any third-party games? I did. I'm not gonna lie to you. When I seen the video and I seen NBA 2K on there, I was blown away. Super duper excited. I was like, I gotta have it. Just for 2K. Of course, now I didn't buy it just for 2K. Mario. You buy them for Nintendo properties. However, was still to deal with more to see 2K, and I really wanted Madden to kind of I'm still hoping that Madden comes to the Switch one day. To me, it's a no-brainer. It should come this year, but it is what it is. The Guerrilla Tactics, I bought a Switch to be portable, so it was for third party and first party games. It is Basil YT. I listen. Y'all all make some great points, man. Both of y'all. I listen. The reason why the Switch to me is better than the Xbox Series X and a PS5, and this is my opinion, is because I can pick this thing up and I can go anywhere I want. I can get on a plane. I can't hook this Xbox Series X up and play it on a plane. I can't hook it up. I can hook it up in my car, but man, it'd be a whole lot of wire and a whole lot of mess. I could take this thing anywhere, and that's what people. I think what people underestimate. You can tell me all in the world about specs and teraflops and all that good stuff, man. But at the end of the day, the Switch has great games that can be played anywhere. It is the best portable of all time. It might not be the best system, the best home system of all time, but it's the best portable of all time. Now, I had a Vita, and I played, Killzone, and the Killzone was great, but Killzone has nothing, absolutely nothing on Splatoon. NBA 2K is phenomenal. It's not a game. It's not a sports game on the Vita that comes close. You know what? So I'm with you. I'm with Bradley YT on this here. It's the portability. The portability really, to me, trumps everything else that PlayStation and Xbox can try to do. Even the quick resume, even though it's a phenomenal. The SSD is phenomenal. I love that. I pray that the next Nintendo has some form of SSD or some form of technology within the cartridge to speed up those load times. But even with that, I still take the Switch. If I had the three in a row and they said, which one do you take with you? Which one do you keep? You can only keep one. Give me the Switch all day, every day. Touche, I suppose. The idea of Skyrim on the Switch wasn't my selling point during the reveal, though. But that was exciting, though. It really, I mean, seeing that on the go was really, really exciting. I don't know why Lego Marvel Superhero is coming to the Switch, but it is coming to the Switch in October. I don't know if any of you guys are excited. I'm not a big Legos guy, even though I will, without a shadow of a doubt, pick up Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker saga, whenever that game decides to drop. I think that's another game that you're going to find some form of release date come the next Direct. I don't know why it's taking so long to come out, but I think they're waiting for that OLED to come, so it can really pop. I have picked up one of these out of box MagSafes. I'm going to review it for the channel because people are starting to play with xCloud and Stadia and a lot of these other things. People are starting to play a lot of their games on mobile devices, and I'm going to put it through some paces. I got xCloud, and I'm going to see how it turns out. And I think this will be a good thing. Yeah, Scott, listen, if you go back, man, to that, I'm gonna pull Ben's comment up. Skyrim on the Switch is what sold me, actually. You know what? It got me, like, once again, it was one of those games like with 2K that got me excited to say, hey, these games coming in a portable fashion on the Switch, and I was like, hey, man, that is dope. But I mean, I don't think anybody on here, I haven't met a person who was like, man, I'm just disappointed in my Switch. I have not met that person yet. I haven't. If it's a person out there that said, man, I'm just disappointed. I just don't like my Switch and what it stands for. Man, you're just not a gamer. This thing is right here. If you've been gaming and playing handhelds, man, this is it don't get no better than this right now. Even the Vita was nice. The OLED was dope. I had an OLED Vita. Matter of fact, still have one, but hands down, man, that Switch is the deal. That's why I want the OLED screen. I think a lot of people who did not never had a Vita, truly don't understand. If you had a Vita and that Vita OLED was 540 resolution, I think it's a 540p resolution on that on the OLED Vita. Now you'll give me a 720 OLED. And that form factor, them games is going to look phenomenal. And to me, that's what I'm looking for, the OLED, because it's going to give me that same experience that we had because I don't know if you guys had a Nintendo Switch Lite. When that Nintendo Switch Lite dropped, and it was in that sexy form, and that screen, it was just bright and vibrant, you was all in. Yep. So I'm definitely just cannot wait. Hey, Tyler, what's going on, buddy? How you doing today, buddy? What time is it? You're kind of late. I forget. You guys are not in school. But let me get you chimed in on the board, Tyler. I don't know how many people we got. We got quite a few though. People have been dropping in and out. Tyler McCracken's got you on the board, buddy. Let's see how many people we got. Well, we got 25 people on the wheel tonight. 25. Yeah, but we'll eventually switch over to that. I had to go old school tonight, Tyler, because my iPad was tripping, so I had to go off my phone. But yeah, so I will do a review on this here, and hopefully you guys will see that video soon. I think I might try to get into this review tonight because it shouldn't be a long video. All right. Oh, no, I'm going too far. Game Pass, NPD. I think it's time for a new Kirby game. And I will be extra excited if this is something that if the end of the year game for Nintendo what's a Kirby over Donkey Kong, I'll be satisfied with the overall end of the year fallout for Nintendo, because I still think that if they were at the end of the year with what they have right now, I still don't think it's enough. Um, Especially with Metro Dread coming so early in October, I think they need at least one more, if not two more games to kind of fill out the rest of the year. Yeah, you got Advance Wars, but Advance Wars is a niche product. It's not something that you wait down and hold your Christmas with. True enough, you have Pokemon, but I don't think with these particular remakes it's gonna hold down the Christmas holiday. So to have a new Kirby will be phenomenal. So the article says, the official Kirby site is now displaying a placeholder text suggesting a new entry could be near. I don't know. A 3D would be nice. You know what? I mean, I'm not saying that it wouldn't, but you know what? Sure. If I got a really good, a 2D, and it was, the difficulty was just a little higher, because the difficulty on the current one, man, is kind of, on the last Kirby game was kind of like, for like really itty bitty kids. Like, if a parent came into GameStop and they was like, I just need something for my 5-year-old, I always recommend Kirby. I'm like, oh yeah, they would love this. It's really easy, they'll get into it, they'll love it, and usually parents are pretty happy with that purchase. But for me as a gamer, I would want something just a little bit more difficult. My kids, they loved it when they were small, especially the Kirby one that I forgot the name, Kirby Star Allies, something like that. Yep. So be on the lookout. Kirby could be dropping, hopefully by the next Direct. Why did I do that? I'm so used to doing that on my phone instead of hitting that back button. All right, let's see. I was never a big fan of Super Monkey Ball, but some of you guys might be. Sonic and Tails will be free unlockable characters in Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania. Once again, I mean, you can't go wrong with that, especially if you're a fan of this giant. I'm not a fan. I would definitely pass on this game, but you might like it. So Sonic and Tails should be unlockable characters, and I think they're free unlockable characters through the story mode. Twisted Metal remake coming 2023. I can believe this here, because Sony is no fool. We see how the market is kind of going that direction. You want to have good games. There was no. I don't know if it was a Twisted Metal on the PS3, but I know for sure on PS2. That thing was hot potatoes. Let's hold on. I got a comment I want to respond to. It says, Greta Type said, I guess I've never looked at things from the point of view when it comes to the Switch. I've always just bought Nintendo products for Nintendo games. Yeah, but agreed. Well, I can't say agree to that, because back in the day when there was a really, Nintendo had all the power, was like, back when Super Nintendo and Genesis, the Super Nintendo was just a more powerful system. And the games ran better on that system. They sounded better, the whole shebang, compared to the Genesis. And so even like, the GameCube was a powerful system, but now that, that you look at we didn't buy Wii for, people didn't buy Wii because they had outstanding games. People bought Wii because Wii Sports was like nothing. There was nothing. It was pretty much the Oculus Rift of the video game world. Of course, you had the PS3, you had, Xbox 360, but the Wii was just its own niche. And I think Nintendo understood that they had to be different than everybody else. So that's why when you comes to the Switch products, when I look at the Switch now, what makes it different than the other systems is that portability. It trumps everything else they're trying to do. And the sale, if you want to look at the sales in Japan, why is the top 30 games all Nintendo? The first time they've done that since 1988. Why is it like that in the year 2021? It's because the Switch is a portable system that can be played both in handheld and in home. It takes up a small footprint. It can fit in your bag. You can take it anywhere. You can't not beat that. No matter what kind of great games you put on the PS5, you just can't beat that. You can't. And you know what? That bad boy, you know what's going to happen? That Switch is going to continue to sell like gangbusters. It's going to continue to dominate. It's going to be the best system all time. You watch. Not only in Japan, but worldwide. It's going to be the best gaming system all time. All right. So, Twisted Metal, possibly coming out in 2023. Let's see. All right, why? All right, I'm not gonna go too many details. Just be on the lookout. Hey man, this game is coming. I was, Twisted Metal was something fun I played. It wasn't one of them games like, oh my goodness, I just gotta have it. But it's coming. I think it's good for all gaming. I think that's about it. I think I went through all the games. Let's look at the UK charts. UK charts. Let's see. All right, this is a UK chart, and so number one, godly. Okay, listen, we talked about this earlier. I just want to roll back over it. Mario Kart 8 is number one in the UK. This is a game that came out the launch year of the Switch. Matter of fact, like months after the Switch dropped, I think like in May, end of May, 2017, Mario Kart 8 dropped, and it is 2021, and it's number one. It's outselling Grand Theft Auto 5. I was just saying something. But dang, Grand Theft Auto 5, boy, golly. The best gaming decision Microsoft has ever made was acquiring the guys that made Minecraft. I bet you money, even though I think they bought Minecraft for like $2 billion. I bet, oh my goodness. Listen, I'm sorry. It hit Basil YT, man, your comment threw me off so much because a lot of cats don't know about Warhawk. Man, listen, that game, okay, well, I'm going to come back to him. I'm going to get to this chart, then we're going to come back to Warhawk. Animal Crossing, okay, it's Animal Crossing. It's going to sell regardless. But Hades, I think it just dropped on Game Pass. But Hades, man, I would tell you right now, if you catch this game physically in the store, you pick this up. Great game. I mean, to be honest, if I had my choice to say, no, I won't say that. But I tell you, you couldn't go wrong. Out of this top 10, of course, if you probably got Mario Kart already. But okay, from 2 to 10, if I had my choice, I'm picking up Hades. Even over Skyward Sword, even though Skyward Sword is super good, I'm picking up Hades. Hades, man, you can play a game over and over and over again, and it's always phenomenal. Yeah. All right. I think that's all the news this evening. I think we went through everything. Let's see what time is it right now. It's 12 midnight my time. We've been going a total collectively about 3 hours strong. Let's go ahead and get to this giveaway. Let's see if I can. I don't know if I can put myself on the screen with the wheel, so you're just gonna hear my voice. Let me see if I can go here. All right, check 1 2. All right, you're going to hear my voice, and the wheel is running slow. It's because of, I don't know. It is what it is. Let me bring this wheel down some. All right, good people. We're going to get it in. Last week's winner was Cool Breeze Jr., but he not here, but we're going to keep it going. Let's see who first. You know how we do it. I don't know if my sound system is up, but we're about to find out. If your name is picked first, like my man 90s Misfit, like he's going to be the first one to get up out of here. You are out of here. That's right, 90s, my man 90s, man. Thanks, man. I'm glad you came by tonight. I hate that my stream broke up on us, but it is what it is. All right, let's keep it pushing. Good luck to everybody else out here tonight that's left on the board. I think we're down to like 24. Fat Boy Dave. Got to my Dave. You just got in here, my brother. But I appreciate you. Let me go ahead and give you this horn real quick. All right, but Fat Boy Dave is out here. I had to break it down a little bit. Let me see if I can pump it up this a tad bit. All right, that's good. Fat Boy Dave is out of here. We're down to 23 people left on the wheel. We're gonna keep it pushing. See who is next to catch the flex. And Chris Mendez.
You lose.
You are out of here. But that's one of Chris' avatars. You know, he also is represented us on Twitch. That's right. So we'll keep it pushing to see who is next to catch the flex and get up out of here. Winston Bishop. Man, I'm sorry you out of here. But you're out of here, my brother. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight, man. I hope you had a good time. But you're out of here. Oh, hold on. Let's read. Hold on. Greta Tyson says, I want Sony to take a chance and try something new. Feels like we're buying these consoles to play the same games with updated visuals. Facts. But some of the games are like, okay, I can't even really explain that from the Nintendo standpoint. I mean, you know, not so many from a Sony standpoint, but Nintendo, because some of the games are just so phenomenal. Like, these games are like highly rated 9s. I don't mind replaying those games when they're that highly rated. But you know what? I think Sony and both Nintendo and Xbox realized that you have so many people that did not experience the games, and you know, this is a young community who didn't experience Twisted Metal. So I get it. You know, so I think the only ones really griping about the situation is us older folks. Poor Junior, he ate on the wheel. And Gaming Dad is probably gonna forget to send him his prize again. No, listen, I won't forget because I told him I was gonna get it to him. But the issue, if you win last week, you can't win again this week. So that's why I ain't put him on the wheel. All right, let's keep this ball going. Let's see who's next to catch the flex. And up next we have my son Tyler McCracken. You out of here, my son. Hey, man, thank you for hanging out with me tonight. Come by and speak to your dad. Appreciate you all that you do. We'll keep that ball rolling. Let's see who's up next. And it is Lollipop. Lollipop, you out of here. Appreciate you and all that you do. But Basil YT, man, Warhawk was such a good game, man. Golly, it's such a good game. You make me want to go track it down. Nintendo takes chances, though. Splatoon was a neat take on a shooter. Very unique. I love Splatoon, man. I would definitely say, to be honest, in my opinion, it is my favorite shooter. Because it's just it's seamless. It's not a long load time. Even though I get tired of when you first start and got to go through that process of listening to them. I wish you can just skip that. But it is what it is. All right, who's next? We're down to 19 people left on the board. And my man from Chi-Town.
You lose.
You are out of here, Chi-Town in the building. Thank you for hanging out with us, CT. Are you with me? Oh, yeah. What did the sheep say? What did the sheep say, Brittany? Bye. Shout out to Brittany's Facebook page. She is out of here. Thank you for hanging out this wonderful evening. Appreciate you all that you do. All right, we're going to keep that ball rolling. Bye. All right, who is next? And I think it's going to be Steve M. You are out of here. Peace out, Steve. Appreciate you coming on through. All right, let's keep the ball rolling. And my boy Kenny from the A. Out of here. Basil YT says, shame they're not making Arms 2. Is that official? I wonder, is that official? You know what? You are correct, man. Arms was really good, man. Really fun, really entertaining. The community died off a little too quick for me. I think, once Smash came out, man, it was just hard to compete, man. The Smash community was like, nope, they know they ain't having it. But they, as a fighter, it was great, phenomenal. Love the experience. I hope. I don't think it's done though, cause you don't put Min in Smash and just say, all right, we're done with that. I still want your fire. Elizabeth, I'm about to research that for you and get that on the board. That was funny, man. Yeah, that they are. That's why that's like I don't. I wonder if it's official that it's gone. If it's not official, then I think we need to just. They need to go ahead and definitely do that. All right. Let's see who's next to catch the flex. And it looks like it's Mr. THP.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You get nothing.
You lose. Good day, sir. Oh, man, I'm so glad somebody suggested that I get that one. That was funny. Uh-oh. And who's next to catch the flex? SOC, my brother. You are out of here. We're down to 13 people, ladies and gentlemen. 13 people, and the wheel keeps spinning. It keeps on spinning. Keep on spinning. Oh, Ben. Ben's Toy Channel is out of here. Hope you have a good night, brother. Get some good rest. I hope you listened to the kind words I was saying to it earlier. Uh-oh. I'll let it be. It's on the floor. All right. A geeky chick. First the son, now the mama. Yeah, both are out of here. We keep it pushing. We're down to 11. Somebody going to heaven. And Brittany's YouTube account is out of here. We're going to keep it pushing. We're going to keep it pushing because I need somebody else is about to lose. And Sir Dan Dude,
you lose.
You are out of here, my brother. Appreciate you and all that you do. But the wheel keeps on going. The wheel has spoken, and it is up to 9 people. And CMG, I don't know. It is CMG. Give CMG his calling card. He's out of here. Oh, man. And the wheel keeps spinning. Bazit YT, my brother, Stormtrooper Doom. You get the bomb, too. Up out of here. We're down to 7 people, ladies and gentlemen. Seven people. CMG, you back, but you just got the bomb. Cool Breeze, my brother. You are out of here. But Cool Breeze is still on the board, ladies and gentlemen, because he also signed in on his Twitch account. Hey, man, listen. Right before you came in, CMG, you was done. So you made it to the final 10, CMG. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, we got the final 6, though. We got Cool Breeze Senior still on the board. We got Binge. We got Guerrilla Tactics. We got Hazardtron YT. We got my boy Chris Mendez. And Quake 311 still on the board with the final 6. Let's go. Who is next to catch the flex? And we are on it popping. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Doom, 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 doom. And it's Chris Mendez who would get the horn because he is out of here. See you later, Chris. Appreciate you all that you do. Down the last 5. Staying alive. It's the last 5. Staying alive. And who is the first one to blow up the set? It is Hazardtron. YT is out of here. All right, good people. You know how we do. It is the final 4. We got Quake 311. We got Guerrilla Tactics, who just joined us recently. He in the final 4. Give it up for him. We got Cool Breeze in the building, representing Twitch family. And last but definitely not least, if I can see you. I can't even see. Oh, my boy Benz. He had it covered up for some reason. I'm like, why is it covered up? Benz 4206. Benz, I don't know if you ever won yet. It's a good question. But we about to find out. Hit that wheel. And it looked like, it's getting close, it's getting close, it's getting close. Oh, my dog Benj. God almighty, I jinxed you. Sorry, man. Benj is out of there. God almighty. We're down to the last three. Gorilla Tactics said, man, I never made it this far. Oh, man, don't jinx yourself. Because that's usually what happens. And here we go. Doom, 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 doom. Doom, 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 doom. Doom, 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 doom. Uh-oh. Cool breeze. Hey, out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, we at the final last two. It's Quag, a former winner, in the circle with the boy, the homie, Gorilla Tactics, in the final circle. You know how we do it in great fashion. Drum roll, please. Oh, I can't drum roll. Right? Oh, it's sound effect. And ladies and gentlemen, our winner tonight is Quag 311. Oh, Gorilla Tactics, man, you got played. Well, ladies and gentlemen, our winner tonight is Quag 311. Give him the hand claps, kids. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Quag 311 gets the dub tonight. Quag, man, all you know what to do. Send me that message on Instagram at what's my Instagram? Gaming Dad 3 at Instagram, and also or on Twitter at gaming_dad 3. Just send me the message and say, Gaming Dad, where's my money? And your boy will get it to you ASAP. All right. I got to get myself back on the screen. Crispy and clean. All right. Black background, gangster. Man, shout out to Gorilla Tactics, man. You went all the way down to you went out fighting tonight, my brother. But Quag, don't forget, man, send me that message, man. And Cool Breeze Jr., if you're still watching anywhere, your boy will send you your eShop card right after this here. I guess your boy is like what? It's midnight, no school tomorrow, but you know what? I'm going to go ahead and give me some of this stroganoff hamburger helper. That's one of my favorites. I know it ain't the best for my body, but it's so delicious. Especially with some what you call those Hawaiian rolls. Oh man, so good. This is your boy Gaming Dad. Thank y'all for going through all the technical difficulties I had tonight, man. Internet shutting down for no apparent reason. Crazy. But we made it through, and that's the blessing. We had to get back on, but we ain't stopped till the ball drops. This is your boy Gaming Dad. Thank y'all for hanging out with me tonight. We will see you again next Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be on the lookout. Hopefully I have some videos dropped this week. And hey man, happy holidays. I can say that early, right? I can say happy holidays. You know, the first holiday is trick or treat. We got Labor Day coming. Labor Day is coming. Trick or treat in October, and Thanksgiving, Christmas, all that good stuff. But I'm getting in that mood, man. We're in the second half of the year, man. August is it's halfway done. So, all right, man. Enough of this talking from me. Let me get myself set up. You know how I do in great fashion form. I just gotta find my little thing. Where's that? Oh, there we go. Good people. It's your boy Gaming Dad, and I'm out. Peace.